He came from Wales, United Kingdom. He's the father of Pentecostal Christianity. He's the one that started teaching about speaking in tongues. We are all fruit of his ministry. Okay? So part of what he did was that because of his prophetic prowess, he set up a roadmap of that which God wants to do for the nation. He revealed the capacity in terms of spiritual investments that are in the nation that will be the reason for the warfare that nation will fight for many years. He even predicted the number of years we will labor through the wilderness. And he concluded by saying that we will be called the capital of corruption all over the world. Yes, which has come to pass. We'll be called the capital of corruption all over the world. And then after we reach rock bottom, we'll now rise again to become a nation that is a righteous nation that other nations will reference. All of those utterances were captured in his chronicles. I met with the old man that he gave the prophecy from my own region in Nigeria, the man he gave, which is that man he used to see. So the man came and brought me the prophecy. I didn't know that his bringing of the prophecy was an indication that he knew he was going to pass on. So we should carry on the intercessory job of watching over these words so that it will come to pass in our lifetime. You will not even know how to labor over a nation if you have not entered into the secret of the identity of that corporate persona. Today, the prophetic ministry has been made wordless because prophets today prophesy elections and prophesy who will win Champions League matches. That's the power of prophets in our time. Meanwhile, the prophets of old were able to see the corporate personas of nations as they stood before God and what was needed to influence, to tip the scales so that the pendulum of grace can shift in the direction of the policies of heaven. So yes, I prophesied it. And that is the prophetic office. If I say something, you fight me. That's why I will not say it. In my sojourning, as I sojourn as a preacher all over the world, I'm not sure I've seen more than 9 prophets in this whole world. I'm not sure. Real prophets that can see into the nature of the nation and speak from that standpoint. No, I've not seen more than 9. Prophets that can enter into territories and tell you the warfare that is going on and the reason why demons are fighting. There is something much more than your politics that is responsible for the fight. The cosmic war is triggered by something deeper. Purposes more salient. I went to a certain nation and we were doing the ministers' conference. There were 2,000. We had more than the auditorium we were using had 2,000 seats, and all of them were filled up. So they changed some of the accommodations in the place to overflows, and then when they couldn't hold any more people, they started turning the rest of the people back. So it was a place for pastors. And we had 2,000 of them at least in that auditorium. Do you know how many of them bore prophet? You know that it's a cliche now. It's a cliche. I was listening to someone boasting that he's, everything about him is prophetic. If you look at that individual critically, he is operating by divination. He has not met the Lord. I don't even believe he's born again. Because from the part of Nigeria that I come from, that's where the diviners are. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You can't, let's forget it. Sometimes I forget I'm in America. That's why the diviners, they are spirits. They are spirits from my tribe that people go to collect. And when you collect those spirits, you can tell someone's genealogy. The name of your mother, the name of her mother, the name of her own mother, the name of her, you can say that. You can say that. But those people can say things that are known. They cannot say things that are in God's economy. So if he says he's a prophet, why can't he download something from the mind of God? That's how we know you are a prophet. Not that you can give what is already known. The person's phone number is already known. The person's name is already known. So our estimation of who a prophet is in our time has been reduced because we don't know what he's supposed to do. This is a man that can scan nations as a corporate persona. He can also scan people. He can scan you and touch the purpose of God for your life. That's how you know you're a prophet. Are you there? So in Africa, there are few of them. I know one in Zambia. And then, how did I get here? Okay. I got here because of a burden that nations are corporate persons, and part of the job of the prophetic is to unveil the identity of these persons and the roles they play as obeying by God.